I think as anybody who knows who's written documentation or been responsible for a knowledge base or an FAQ or any intranet ever knows that the value of the documentation is in its usefulness, right? And in its currency. Is it up to date? Is it actually accurate? Which it requires, like you said, an investment to maintain it. And so I've done this a few times for customers, for internal purposes. And I'm kind of developed this mantra that like, decide what the documentation is for. We're going to use this. And then try to design the maintenance to be as light as possible. And the more you can narrow the purpose, the easier it is to do it in a way. For us, we didn't have a ton of documentation going into this year, or we were trying to invest more. And we wanted to have an intranet for the first time. So this was end of last year. And everybody wants to document everything.
Oh, yeah.
All the things. And I'm like, oh gosh, think of all the things that maintain. That sounds horrible. So I said, let's pick like why, what's the driving need? Why do we feel like we don't have an documentation? Where is that coming? We talked about it, we realized it was a pain point with new hires. We wanted them to have the answers to all their questions. And really, a lot of the questions arose from folks in the first 90 days. Because after 90 days, you know somebody you can go ask. But the first 90 days, you don't, maybe. And you don't want to ask, and you're scared, all these things. So I said, let's focus on the first 90 days of employment, and let's get everything together that we feel is pertinent to that. And that's where we're going to focus our effort on documentation. And that's what we did. And I think it's gone pretty well, actually. So that really helped narrowing the focus. It's for new hires getting settled in the first 90 days. What are the common questions and information they're going to need to be successful?